I heard the story that you were driving a motorcycle across the world. And I thought that was so badass and so interesting that I went to your welcome party when you arrived back.
In New York, yeah.
And so we were always crossing paths thinking that, well, work was imminent.
Yeah.
But finally, we waited long and we each got a good part and we got to do it together.
It's so good to see you both in the same room. I cannot believe this is your first time working together.
I know, me too.
It's amazing. How long have you guys known each other?
Well, we met in the mid-90s when I was shooting Gattaca, and there was this new young actor hitting the scene. His name was Jude Law, and Jude ran with a pack. Yeah, Jude had all these young artists that Jude was friends with. One of them was Ewan McGregor. And we don't remember the evenings that well. It was the mid-90s and we were getting in a lot of trouble. We remember that we had a good time and we remembered that we wanted to work together. And then 1 year went by and 5 years went by and a couple decades went by. And finally, we're here right now talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I was just thinking in June, I talked to you, Ethan, and you were like, oh, I'm like loving the Obi-Wan series. And I didn't put two and two together. That was
yeah.
Season two.
I just remember you reminded me of that. We bumped into each other all over the place. I remember doing press for things. You know, I'd often walk out of an interview and Ethan would be walking in. We bumped into you when we were doing press for the Chet Baker movie. But it was more than that. I just feel like there's always been this kindred spirit between us in terms of how Ethan's like gone about his career and his feelings about acting. And I've always admired the fact that he writes and is an author and a poet and then
I remember
director.
I heard the story that you were driving a motorcycle across the world. And I thought that was so badass and so interesting that I went to your welcome party when you arrived back.
In New York, yeah.
And so we were always crossing paths thinking that, well, work was imminent.
Yeah.
But finally, we waited long and we each got a good part and we got to do it together.
Well, since you've known each other, but you've never actually worked together, what surprised you most about kind of your working friendship, working partnership?
The surprise was that there was no surprise. It was exactly as I imagined, right from the day one, we both threw ourselves into the scene. It was like playing music with somebody. It was so effortless and real, I was like, okay, there's Ray and that's Raymond. And, it was the first scene in the movie when I arrived, well, not the driving scene, but the first scene at the house where I arrived to meet Ray was the first scene we shot. Yeah. So we started right at the beginning, which was great.
And we really, that is the true answer. Often in life, whenever you have expectations, you're due to be disappointed. I had very high expectations of working with you. And the surprise was it was exactly like I had hoped it would be.
Yeah. So what if you're like, oh, it's the worst?
Yeah. Well, that would be a drag. And we'd be doing these interviews separately right now.
That's always the tell. Since you guys were kind of circling each other, have you been up for the same roles a bunch over the years? And is there like one that comes to mind?
Well, one that pops to mind, Ewan doesn't like this because he gets embarrassed, but I gave one of the greatest screen tests of my life for Moulin Rouge. I did not get the part. I crushed this audition, and I still, just goes to show you how much I like Ewan's work, I still went to see the movie opening day and loved it. So that, I got over it. But I will say, someday that audition will be seen, and people are going to read cinema history.
Maybe they'll do a remake.
Yeah.
Release the tape. I got to wrap already. Thank you guys so much. Congrats on this film. Love seeing you two together.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Take care.